Hi, Andy. So last week you left off with a couple of questions, and I'm just going to answer them right in a row. So here we go. As far as new podcasts go, yes, I have found a couple of new ones that I absolutely fell in love with. One of them is called Mythology from Parcast, and it just does like dramatic retellings of mythical tales. So far, they're like a brand new podcast, and so far they've done Tales from Athena and Tales from Loki, which it was really fun to get kind of a different perspective on the Norse themes, and that was really cool too. Right now they're doing Hercules, and I'm not really sure where they'll go from there, but it's kind of a really fun podcast. Then I also have been listening to the Morbid Curiosity podcast, which does get really creepy. There are several episodes that I've skipped because I can't handle human gore. But some of them are just really good. Like the one I'm listening to right now is about the Philadelphia experiment, which was an experiment on a naval ship in Philadelphia right after World War II, which is really interesting. I'm enjoying the story a lot. But they do like historical ones. Like they have this rotation. So sometimes she'll do a historical one, and then she'll do a like some sort of creature, and then she'll do like a medical mystery, and it's really interesting to get into, but it can be really creepy too. So if you don't like creepy, don't do it. Second topic that you talked about, my dresses and skirts. Yes, I have a lot of really pretty dresses and skirts, and yes, I do just wear them casually because I cannot stand pants, which we covered in the last episode. So as far as shopping goes, yes, I would love to go shopping with you. I have strayed away from dresses and more towards skirts in the past year because I like to just pair them with a plain black t-shirt, and it's super classy but also super cute and really super practical too. I get most of my skirts from ModCloth these days. If you wait for them to go on sale, they are actually pretty decent priced. Most of the skirts I buy there are between $20 and $30, and most of them have pockets. So actually all of them have pockets. They post in their listing whether or not the skirt has pockets, and that makes it super easy for me to go through and say, yes, I want this skirt, or no, I don't. But we can definitely hit up New York and Company too. That's my favorite store in the mall. And then as far as teaching moments that make everything worth it, wow, Andy, I've had a couple of those today alone. This might clue you in there. There are no students in our building right now. We are on a professional development day, today and tomorrow, actually on Friday too. And it's just giving us time to look at our projects and look at what we've done and to see what we need to accomplish in the next term. And it's been a lot of fun to just go through my next project and to talk about it with other people, whether that's my coworkers at G2S or actually an old college professor of mine who comes in and does Magnify training with us about project-based learning. So it was actually really funny when I first started working at G2S. He comes up to me and he goes, "Oh, hey, I'm Nate." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, you were my college professor at Cornerstone." And he goes, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah." So anyway, that's really a lot of fun too, to connect with other professionals in the field who are doing project-based learning in places that aren't G2S. Actually, Nate came up to me today and said, "Oh, hey, I'm using your video in my classroom." And I was like, "Which video?" And he was like, "The one about Hank Green and Dustin Sandlin." And I was like, "Hold on, wait a minute, you're using my YouTube video in your college class?" And he said, "Yeah, I am actually, because I wanted to make sure that the students got the point of the fact that Twitter can be something useful." So, Andy, I feel like I've really made it. We've made it. Our channel is being given to an entire class of probably 30 students at Cornerstone. As far as project work for when students are actually there, I absolutely love having time with my kids to work on any bits and pieces of projects that they're passionate about. So this last term, I had some students who really, really got into the Mars dirt stuff, and it was really cool to see the way that they were proposing new and different ways that we might live as people on Mars, which was really cool. And then I'm in my planning for this term, I'm connecting with other schools that are doing project-based learning in Grand Rapids, and I'm really excited to show off my students and what they've learned, but also to hear from other students. So who knows, maybe I'll take my kids on a trip to Grand Rapids and we'll visit the public museum school. And I mean, my topic for this term is ancient discoveries, so it will be fun to get the kids involved in that too. Last but not least topic for this video, I have started a new project, and it is called Stash Busting, because as you can see, I have a ton, like just a ton of yarn, just so much yarn. And so I am going to start using up all of that yarn. So this is the picture of the before. And you just saw where I currently am now. And here are some of the projects that I've made in the meantime. this lovely blanket in a pattern that my sister Jackie taught me. Was the first thing I finished. I started it on Monday and finished it on Friday night. And yes, I had to undo it 4 times because it's super bulky. I'm not sure if you can see the yarn there. But the yarn is super bulky, which makes it difficult to kind of get the gauge on. So I wasn't really sure what hook I wanted to use because the yarn said to use a Q hook, but my Q hook is just massive and obnoxious. And I mean, look at this. Look at this hook, it's obnoxious. And so I ended up using my P hook on it instead. But I started out using my L hook and that wasn't big enough. And then I used my N hook and that wasn't big enough. And then I was like, I don't want to use a plastic hook. But as it turns out, I got used to it. So then I finished a pair of mittens here. And they're not just any mittens. You can put them on like this and then pull back like that. And then you can have a button and a little clasp here, and so that you can just undo them. Oh, I'm struggling with the clasp now. You can just undo them like this, and these ones are really great for crocheting in cold environments because you can have them on and just flip them off and still be able to use your fingers, but still keeps your thumbs warm. So 2 thumbs up from Jess. And then I finished this lovely little hat, and actually it only took me like 2 hours to make. It is too big for me, or too small for me, but I made it for a toddler, so I guess that's a good idea. It's an alpaca hat. How cute is that? And finally, I made 6 hideous granny squares that I absolutely love because I'm making a pair of granny square overall shorts. I'm really excited about that. I'll keep you updated. Follow me on Instagram, Jess_makes_things. Ah, look at this. There's three different color variations. But they're all like this blue, this yellow, and this orange with this excellent little rainbow variegation in the middle. And I'm really, really excited about it. All right, Andy, I think that's all I have for you today. I love you so much, and I will see you on Thursday.